I had the rare privilege of chairing this committee. Mr. Speaker, the issue that Senator Gloria is raising has been canvassed before this House. We have, in fact, discussed it, and the Speaker has given a ruling on it. Is it in order for the Senator to resurrect the same matter which has been given directions on by the Speaker in this House? Mr. Speaker, maybe there are many other issues to debate in this report, but is it proper for the Senator to revisit an issue that has been debated and it has been given direction and a ruling given? To resurrect it, Mr. Speaker, it is a show of bad faith on the part of the Senator, Mr. Speaker. Maybe you can give us guidance, Mr. Speaker.
What is your point of order, Senator Mohamed Faki?
I have listened to Senator Uroba alleging that the select committee is under the guidance of the liaison committee. Under which standing order does it provide that the select committee is under the guidance of the liaison committee? Number two, Honorable Speaker, I've looked at the standing orders that she had alluded to, but none of them supports the assertions that she's making before this House, Mr. Speaker. We know she may be a novice senator, but the mistakes that she's making are not proper, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Senator Cherargei, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, standing order 92, 93, 98, 101, 101. Mr. Speaker, what Senator Gloria is doing is debating. In the rules of debate, you are not guided on what to say or what not today. Mr. Speaker, under the standing orders, so long as it does not, I didn't listen to Senator Gloria, Mr. Speaker, sir, trying to cast aspersion on the report. He is stating a fact that the Select Committee visited Mavueni without your approval. It is a fact. Let us deal with facts. There was no answer. It is a fact. They travel without your approval. Any senator who travels outside this country must get the permission and the approval of the Speaker. It is a fact. Mr. Speaker, I think Senator Gloria Orwoba is in order to debate within, unless, Mr. Speaker, these colleague senators want to introduce gagging orders that tell Mr. Speaker that you need to debate in a certain manner. The rules of debate are very clear. So long as you don't impugn on article or standing, Mr. Speaker, can you protect me from the shouting?
Can you conclude?
Because yes, I'm concluding, but they are shouting all over.
Conclude your point.
Mr. Speaker, you know, maybe there are things they ate in Mavueni that is making them to shout. Mr. Speaker, 101, Mr. Speaker, is very clear. There are contents of speech, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the contents of speech is very clear understanding on the 101, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I request that Senator Gloria Orwoba be protected to debate as she wishes. Even if she wants to discuss about the weather, so be it, because the rules of debate are very clear.
What is your point of order, Senator Onyonka?
Mr. Speaker, we have absolutely no interest in stopping my sister Gloria Orwoba discussing matters pertaining to what actually transpired over the Shakahola investigations. What I have a problem about, Mr. Speaker, is that the very essence of this House, the very word known as integrity, the ability for this House to be left to do its job without being blackmailed and without being put on the spot, whereby there are aspersions and allegations being laid out on this floor by my sister, where Honorable Cherargei thinks, Mr. Speaker, that the reason why we went to Kilifi was to go and eat the way he normally likes to eat. Mr. Speaker, and my colleague, Mr. Cherargei, we don't like eating as much as you eat. We went to Shakahola, and let me inform you, we went to get the information without having it on the Hansard for the simple reason that what we want to get is information that was validating what we had already tabled in the Hansard. So I don't mislead my young sister to deal with non-issues. Let her deal with the issues of why we got Shakahola. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Mungatana, what is your point of order?
Speaker, I just, I like to listen to debate, Mr. And it's not in my habit, actually, to intervene on points of orders, because I like to listen to debate and hear what people have to say. But, Mr. Speaker, did you hear the Honorable Cherargei quoting Standing Order 93, 92, 98, 101? And none of those, Mr. Speaker, are relevant to what he is saying, Mr. Speaker. None of them. Mr. Speaker, it is not fair, it is actually not fair to stand up, take the time of this House, and talk about things that are not relevant. Mr. Speaker, earlier in the day, the Honorable Senator Sifuna had raised the question of frivolous point of orders, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, we are requesting that we who want to listen be allowed to listen, not interventions that are not adding any value. And Mr. Speaker, guide the young senator to stick to the issues. They should not try to go back to rulings that have been made in this House. Mr. Speaker, this is a house of order. If someone doesn't want to listen, they can go and make noise outside, not in the House.
Thank you. Senators, honorable senators, I have followed all the point of orders. I would like to start by first of all cautioning Senator Gloria Oroba and refer you to Standing Order 101-2, that it shall be out of order to introduce an argument which has already been discussed in this House. So while making your submission, stay away from gray areas if you're not sure. Senator Cherargei, I will refer you to Standing Order 120, irrelevant or repetition and quoting standing orders which were not relevant to your point of order. Well, you stated several standing orders. You should have stuck to the one which was particularly important to your point of order. So on that one, I will caution you. Senator Oroba, please proceed with your submission.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand guided. Allow me.
And one more thing, Senator Oroba.
Yes.
You did mention that you're still fairly new in understanding the standing orders. When a select committee is sent out, it is not necessary that it has to be recorded on Hansard or there have to be a secretariat. What is important is what is captured in the report. And that is why you're making your submissions now on the report.
Mr. Speaker, I stand guided. And Mr. Speaker, for the record, kindly protect me. For the record, Mr. Speaker, let it be noted that all the standing orders that I mentioned, 197 to 228, guide us on matters business that is being connected under select committees. Mr. Speaker, I'm finding it very, very difficult each and every day when we come to give contributions, particularly as young women senators, that we keep on getting all this it's like, I've heard Senator Mungatana, Mr. Speaker, stand up and say, guide the young senator. Mr. Speaker, some of this terminology and allusions of discriminating senators based on their gender, based on their age, Mr. Speaker, this culture must stop, Mr. Speaker, as I continue to give my submissions. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Oroba.
I would like...
Senator Oroba. Just a moment. Senator Oroba, just to understand, do you have an issue with being called young by Senator Mungatana?
Mr. Speaker,
referred as a young person?
Mr. Speaker, it is the context with which the senators use it. It is demeaning. It is downgrading, Mr. Speaker, and we are tired. Mr. Speaker, allow me to continue with my submissions.
Senator Mungatana, what is your point of order?
Speaker, the Honorable Senator Oroba, let me just say, the very, very Honorable Senator Oroba actually said in her own submissions that we young senators